This is the story of my daughter. This is not a stranger story. This is the face that I put every day when I come to work. This is my passion.
I had chest pains and I came into DC hospital for chest pain and shortness of breath. They were great at first. They took me in. They did EKGs, they ran my blood. They were so quick. I was pretty amazed at how fast they were. Probably 30 minutes after all my tests were done, someone came in my room and he said, it's protocol that we do an HIV test for our patients. So I said, sure, why not? Go ahead, no problem. 30 minutes later, he comes back and he tells me that my HIV test is positive. Obviously, I went into panic. I told them that I couldn't believe what they were telling me, that I'm too young, that I can't understand where I would acquire this because it's not something I thought I would ever even be at risk for. I kept telling the doctor, you know, I want to die, you can't be telling me this is impossible. He said to me, since you don't believe me, and we've already run all your confirmation tests, and you don't believe me, I'm going to go against protocol, and I'm going to do a rapid test right in front of you, just to kind of shut me up. So I am looking at my clock and just hysterically crying for 30 minutes, waiting for results. Finally, 50 minutes later, she came back and she said, I took longer because I ran your test 4 times. I wanted to make sure that it was negative, that it wasn't, you know, some sort of other mistake. So she's like, you're in the clear, there's nothing wrong, there's nothing to worry about. At that moment, she leaned over and she told me, you know, you're going into the medical field because I'm studying to be a dentist. So she said, you know, you're going into the medical field and take this experience and learn what patients go through. And I was mad at her for telling me that because I was like, this is not an experience that I could use. You just hurt me. This is the worst day of my life.
When my daughter called me and said, Mom, when I received the news, I wanted to die. I wanted to kill myself because I didn't want to give you that pain. I felt her love and how much she cared for her family and how much she wanted to protect us. At the same time, I understood how come one person can change a patient's life and the whole family life. I could have been a mom of a daughter that killed herself because she didn't want to give us that pain. And I would have never known why. Bright future, everything was fine, and suddenly she killed herself. I would have never have answers. Only because one caregiver didn't do what they needed to do. I did that patient. That's why we have to remember every patient, every time.